Let's ride, Russell Wilson. Whew. I know it's been 5 days since that game against the Colts, the loss to the Colts on the Thursday Night Football. That putrid, God, fucking horrible game. That putrid game on Thursday. And Russell Wilson, of course, getting the chunk of the blame. Look, we all agree Nathaniel Hackett, the Broncos head coach, is horrible. We agree. He's terrible. But this game's on Russell Wilson. It's on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer. Let's be real. He's a Hall of Famer. One of the best quarterbacks. I still consider one of the best quarterbacks in the league, even though it's had a rough year to start. But there's a question to be made now when did Denver do the right thing here in paying that guy so much money, probably knowing that he won't be better than he is now. I still say I'm okay with it because if you've seen Denver's quarterback carousel for the last 7 years, I don't blame one bit. They tried to go after Aaron Rodgers. He ended up re-signing with Green Bay. Russell Wilson is still top 5, 6, 7 quarterback in the league coming to the year. I don't blame him. Guy's work ethic. He's a great guy. And again, let's separate Russell Wilson from the, whether or not we like the guy as a person because he's corny. Which again, I said on the pod last week. I don't understand the hate for Russell Wilson. I do not understand it. It's ridiculous to me. A great guy, great family man, great fan. All that. If being corny means I could see her as my wife, sign me the fuck up all day long. But anyway, it got me thinking about Russell Wilson's struggles out the gate here. Russell Wilson, right now, age 33, I think now, is having his Tom Brady moment. He's having his 2014 Tom Brady moment. Now you're asking, what does that mean? Well, let's go back 8 years ago to 2014. Remember the first couple games of the year, the Pats started 2-2, culminated by that Monday night game in Week 4 against the Chiefs in Arrowhead, and Brady had one of his worst games of his career. And everybody, I remember in media, I remember me doing shows on this also too, talking about it. Is Brady done? Are the Pats done as we know it? And granted, the Pats hadn't won a Super Bowl at that point in close to a decade. And they got it back a couple times. They lost their Giants twice in the Super Bowl. Thank God, of course, for me. But the Pats had already at that point had been still a really, really, really good team. To a really great team, going 8 title games every year, but can't get to the promised land. And then you start seeing some regression from Brady and the Pats. Of course, we know the story of that. That same season, Tom Brady turned things around very next week. Also, by the way, that was the week actually where Cincinnati was born. Bill Belichick's famous quote in a presser, responding to questions about Brady's struggles and the team struggles, and Belichick pulls the whole we're on Cincinnati. We're on Cincinnati. We're on Cincinnati. That's the week it started. That Pats team, of course, turned things around. They went 12-4 rest of the year. Won a Super Bowl, beat Seattle in that classic Super Bowl matchup against, conveniently against Russell Wilson. And of course, Brady wins another 4 rings. That year, then 3 more on top of that. Couldn't win in Tampa. I feel like Russell Wilson right now, in comparison, is having that Brady moment where we're actually starting to doubt him. Now, I believe Russell Wilson, in my opinion, will turn things around. I think a lot of what's happening here for the Broncos and him especially is the system. Russell Wilson is known for not just being a good pocket passer, but also someone that can move around and create magic with his legs. You're not seeing that this year because I believe that they're trying to make it a concerted effort for Wilson to stay in the pocket, which I understand that. But if Russell Wilson's still young enough and still able to move the pocket with his legs, he should still do that. Hell, even Aaron Rodgers at 38 years old does that now. So Russell Wilson has it. Let him run. Let him, move around the pocket, create magic. I don't see the big issue there. But right now, Russell Wilson, in my opinion, is having his Tom Brady moment. The Broncos are 2-3 right now. Disappointing. The schedule doesn't get any easier going forward. I think they play the Chargers this weekend. That's going to be a tough game. Even with the bankrupt Chargers team. Must win for the Broncos, obviously. So he's definitely in focus right now. He's definitely probably the most polarizing and most important player right now in the league based on the narratives, based on, okay, what's next? I'm rooting for the guy. He's my favorite player in the league. I've played for years. I love the guy. I love everything he stands for. Is he corny? Yes. This and that. Who cares? He's a winner. I hope he turns things around in Denver. I hope he does.